My name is Lisa, and I'm a hardworking corporate employee working diligently every day at a general company. Everyone at the company gets along well, and the work environment is good, allowing me to lead a fulfilling life in my own way. In my private life, I have a boyfriend named Brighton. Actually, Brighton is a single father with a 4-year-old daughter named Madison. I heard that his wife passed away from an illness shortly after giving birth. One day, while I was dating Brighton.
Hey Lisa, will you marry me?
I'm so happy, but are you sure about me?
It has to be you, Lisa. Besides, Madison is such a good girl, I think you two will get along well, you know?
Really? I'd be happy if that's the case.
And then, after we get married, I want you to become a housewife and take care of the family. What do you think?
I'm thrilled. But first, we need to talk to Madison too, right? Thus, I was proposed to by Brighton and the topic of marriage came up. I had only met Madison a few times. I was honestly anxious about whether I could successfully interact with her as a mother. Then, a little after accepting Brighton's proposal.
Madison, this is your new mom.
Hello, Madison. I want to be your new mom, is that okay?
What? Lisa is going to be Madison's mommy. Yay, let's go play over there.
As Brighton said, Madison was a very good girl and she quickly opened her heart to me, which was reassuring. After a while, she started calling me mommy as if we were a real mother and daughter. And then, the marriage was decided, and I quit the company where I had worked for a long time. However, I started to notice that Brighton's attitude was becoming colder by the day. Several years after marrying Brighton. One night, when Madison had started first grade.
Hey, don't go spending my money without permission.
Your voice is loud, Madison will wake up.
You're always so annoying. I'm asking you, what have you been playing at?
Playing? Madison came first in a race, you know? So, I just took her to a place she wanted to go.
And you went to an amusement park? Must be nice being a carefree housewife.
Carefree? We've talked about this before, haven't we? At that time, you said you were too busy to come, right?
That doesn't mean you can just use my money however you want.
The tickets for the theme park came out of my savings, you know?
Like I care. Your money is my money, so don't go spending it without my say-so.
Recently, Brighton has been consistently harsh towards me, and I was troubled by his attitude. However, he was always very kind to Madison, so I thought I should endure it for Madison's sake. While I was living with that mindset, I received a certain message from my in-laws. Hey, I had a strange conversation with your mom and dad today.
What are they talking about?
They said something about me not taking care of Madison and going out at night. What's that about?
It's true, isn't it? Always playing around despite being just a housewife.
I only go to lunch with other moms occasionally with Madison, and I'm always at home at night. I had no idea you were saying such things until I heard it from your parents.
Well, I didn't tell you, did I?
Anyway, I want you to stop spreading things that aren't true.
Ugh. I only speak the truth.
Wait a minute, Brighton. What's with you? Even my in-laws, who had completely believed Brighton's words, began to treat me coldly. And then, one day, as I was troubled about what to do next.
Hey Lisa, just divorce me already.
What?
A housewife who just idles around like you is a disgrace.
What are you talking about?
Just stop being a nuisance.
A nuisance.
Basically, you. Living off me like a parasitic NET, and yet you dare to talk back to me. You wanted to be a housewife at my request, and then quit your job.
That's not the point.
Being a housewife means you're unemployed now, that fact doesn't change.
What's that supposed to mean?
Anyway, I can't stand even breathing the same air as you anymore. Understand? Pack your things and get out of my sight.
How can you say that? Hey, Brighton, what happened? You've changed. I've been worried about this for a long time.
So what?
If there's something, I want you to tell me.
It doesn't matter. Oh, and I'll give you the custody of the child.
What? Wait, Brighton, can you really settle this with just a few words?
What, you don't want her?
Of course I do. Madison is my daughter.
Then there's nothing more to say. Just sign this divorce paper and get out now.
Seeing Brighton's behavior, I realized it was having a bad influence on Madison. With that thought, I decided to get a divorce. When I explained the situation to Madison, she was very happy about the idea of living with just the two of us. Her words and smile completely dispelled any lingering doubts I had. After signing the divorce papers, I started a new life with Madison. Then, 15 years later, one day.
Wow, a fancy sushi restaurant. Are you sure this is okay?
Of course. It's a celebration of your new job.
Isn't that Lisa?
Brighton? What are you doing here?
Just a coincidence. But this isn't a place for an unemployed person like you, is it?
My mother is employed, thank you very much.
Madison, you've grown so much.
I don't know any old man like you.
What? What kind of attitude is that towards your parent?
Huh? My only parent is my mom.
Forgetting the favor of being raised when you were little. That's the proof of your poor upbringing.
Madison has always been a very observant child, you know? No matter how much Brighton pretended to be a good father, she knew what kind of person he really was.
Don't mess with me.
I'm not the one messing around, you are.
Shut up. What would you bottom dwellers know about me?
Excuse me, is there a problem here?
During Madison's job celebration, Brighton coincidentally encounters them and gets angry at Madison's attitude when Brighton's boss intervenes.
Ah, Noah, hello.
You're a bit loud, aren't you?
This is my ex-wife. She hardly works, yet she's showing off by coming to such an upscale sushi restaurant.
What are you saying, Delisa?
What am I saying, eh? And you're calling her by her first name.
Your ex-wife Lisa is an old friend of mine.
Is that so? Wow, it's a small world. But, if she's an old friend, it's not a big deal what I say, right?
It's okay to say anything.
Yes. After all, she was a completely useless wife.
Do you think I would stand here smiling while you badmouth my important childhood friend?
So what if she's your childhood friend?
By the way, Lisa is a valuable client of our company.
What? I can't believe that.
Unfortunately, it's true. Well, I guess it's understandable you wouldn't know since we're in different departments.
What are you talking about?
Excuse me, can you please not address my mother as you?
I don't like being called by my name by strangers either.
Right?
What kind of education have you given Madison?
She seems like a great kid to me.
Someone like her doing parenting is ridiculous.
Someone like her. Look, Lisa was a colleague of mine, and she was so talented that I introduced her to the job.
Talented, Lisa? That's ridiculous.
Now she's working as a department head at my dad's company, KST Corp.
Department head at KST Corp.
Yes, she's achieved a lot.
Lies. You, a useless housewife, a higher position than me. That's impossible.
Brighton refused to acknowledge my current job and position. However,
You know, if you're still at a low position, isn't it because you lack the skills?
She was leeching off me. She used my earnings to go out and have fun with the kid. I am supposed to be overwhelmingly more talented. That's an absolute certainty.
Someone at work said that people who call themselves excellent don't get promoted.
that's self-praise, isn't it?
Getting cocky even though you became unemployed.
Again, that was because you wanted me to be a stay-at-home wife.
You were just fooling around after we got married and couldn't do anything. You're worthless and yet you dare to come to such an upscale place.
Enough is enough.
Eek.
That's enough of bad-mouthing my mom.
What, Madison? I'm your biological father, aren't I?
The useless one who can't do anything is you. Mom took care of everything at home and me, and all you ever did was complain. I was just in kindergarten, but I remember it all very well.
Is that so?
Yes, and to top it off, my in-laws were told I did nothing.
Don't lie. I never said such things.
Still saying that. You're so persistent.
Lisa, even after divorcing, you still have to deal with this.
It's just by chance, but who would have thought we'd actually meet?
I didn't want to meet you either. And being swayed by your lies is just ridiculous.
You know, just in case, I carry this with me. I've been keeping notes of the things you used to say to Mom. Want to see?
Brighton was surprised by Madison's unexpected words, but he didn't seem to believe she was carrying such a thing.
Shut up. Don't be cheeky.
There it is. When the younger generation speaks up with logic, some people just say shut up.
Haha, Madison, you're funny.
It's better to be prepared, right? That's why I keep this for such occasions. I've carefully collected and stored these notes in one notebook.
Why would you do such a thing?
Obviously, to protect my beloved mom.
Madison.
Ah, just shut up. What's wrong with calling a parasite a parasite?
While I was a stay-at-home wife, I may not have been working, but I never remember leeching off anyone.
You are living off my earnings, so you're a parasite.
Heck, denial much. That's so lame.
Madison, you're living with your mom now, but before that, I was the one providing for the family, wasn't I?
Using providing for as if it's some kind of favor shows you're already out of line.
Man, she's your daughter, and you should change your tone. She's a young woman in her 20s, right? How can you be so defiant and get angry at her?
Bullying only women and children, that's just the worst kind of scum, isn't it?
Don't call me scum.
Denial and anger. You're such a busy man.
Just as Madison says, you're capricious, or whatever you call it.
You once relied entirely on me for a living, and now you forget that grace and act all high and mighty.
You were the one who wanted her to stay home, right? What's wrong with someone following what you asked for?
That's because she's completely useless and can't do anything.
Brighton kept bringing up stories from when they were married, asserting that he was commendable for working and that a stay-at-home wife was a parasite. However,
You haven't forgotten the story about Lisa and me being childhood friends, right?
Of course, I remember.
Our parents are close and we lived very near to each other, so I've eaten Lisa's cooking, and it's incredibly delicious, right?
Yes, Mom's cooking is really delicious. Despite that, he always acted all high and mighty, criticizing this and that.
Oh, I can imagine.
I've realized why Brighton wanted me to be a stay-at-home wife.
What? Go on, say it.
You wanted me to quit because you couldn't stand out in the house if I kept working, right?
Oh, I see. If Mom became a stay-at-home wife, she wouldn't be working, so you could feel superior.
You've been doing some pretty stupid things, haven't you?
That's not what it was about.
Truly commendable people look out for and consider those below them, right? But just acting superior makes you just that, someone who acts superior.
There's a big difference between being respectable and acting like you are.
In the house, what I say goes, as the breadwinner.
Well, we're divorced now, so there's even less reason to listen to what you say.
This mother and daughter have been mocking me non-stop. Don't think you can say whatever you want forever.
You did whatever you wanted to Mom, after all.
Madison, you just don't understand because you're not married. You're still a child, saying such cheeky things.
Watching Brighton's selfish behavior, Noah decided to take action.
Maybe it's time to go home.
Why?
You kept insisting on going out to eat, so I reluctantly agreed. But now, let's just forget about today's meal.
But why cancel it?
You were probably trying to cover up the big mistakes you've been making one after another recently, right?
You've been making big mistakes.
And you invited me to dinner to try to get on my good side, to flatter me and hope I'd overlook them, right?
Ah, no. That's not what it is.
It's written all over your face.
Shut up. Don't say unnecessary things.
Unnecessary things. So I hit the nail on the head, huh?
No, that's not it because...
To be honest, I've been hearing complaints about your mistakes from the juniors, and from above too, there's talk that you make a lot of mistakes and are careless, requiring a lot of time to follow up.
That's not true.
Even the administrative department people say they don't want to correct your documents because you don't specify what needs to be corrected.
You mean you hand over the documents without noting what needs to be fixed?
They should be able to see that at a glance.
That's impossible to know.
It's a problem if your usual selfishness is affecting your work too. And to do such a thing to Lisa, an important childhood friend of mine, including that, I will never forgive you.
All of Brighton's tactics were seen through by Noah. Brighton, feeling the pressure of his failed attempt to win favor in front of his boss, desperately tried to salvage the situation.
No. This is just like a normal conversation between ex-spouses.
That's hardly the case. With your usual behavior, it doesn't seem like your work performance will improve.
Wait, please. I won't make any more mistakes, and I'll be more considerate when asking for document corrections.
Might be too late for that, huh?
No, that won't happen.
Then show your abilities to Noah and redeem your reputation.
But it seems like you weren't trusted from the start.
Madison has a sharp intuition.
Wait, Noah, let's at least have the meal.
No, I'm going home. Don't expect any favorable internal evaluations.
We should go home too, shouldn't we?
Right. Next time, let's choose a place he's unlikely to visit.
Wait a minute.
Brighton, it seems like you're having a tough time in many ways, but good luck.
Are you really going to leave with Noah, Lisa, Madison?
Of course, we have nothing to discuss with you.
Lucky me, I got to see a bad example before starting my job.
Wait, everyone, please.
Cutting corners always comes back to haunt you. You might want to reflect on your past and change your approach. And so, Lisa, Madison, and Noah said their goodbyes to the restaurant owner and left. Brighton continued to make significant mistakes, one after another, even during crucial transactions, causing trouble despite being in a companion role. These errors led to his dismissal from the company. Despite his efforts to find a new job, success eluded him. He took up a part-time job, but it barely covered his living expenses, and juggling multiple jobs left him with no time off, leading to an irregular and exhausting lifestyle. This marked a dire phase in Brighton's life, having lost his lifeline, his job. As for me,
Alrighty, let's do this again properly. Congratulations on your new job, Madison.
congratulations, Madison.
Thank you so much.
But in the end, we're celebrating at home.
This is perfect. Mom's cooking is the best treat anyway.
You've grown into such a fine person.
Well, I am my mom's daughter after all.
Oh, Madison, but thank you.
No, thank you. I'm truly happy to have you as my mom.
What a heartwarming scene.
That's a beautiful transition in life, celebrating Madison's growth and your own journey as a mother. It must be gratifying to see Madison, who was once just a 4-year-old, mature into an adult ready to step into the professional world. Your role as a mother evolves, but the love and care remain constant, shaping a new chapter where you can also focus on enjoying your own time. It's a testament to the enduring bond and support within a family, even as roles and dynamics shift over time. If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.